Hi there, my name is Wilson, he, him. What's your name?
Connor.
Connor.
He, him.
Perfect. Nice to meet you, Connor. I'm super excited for our conversation today, and I'm just looking forward to hearing a little bit more about yourself. So, with that, how's the day been going?
The day's been good so far. Like, I got to see my grandkids, got them out, drove them to school, but to be honest, like, the days have been feeling longer since the hip injury. Like,
Okay, yes.
I'm a pretty active guy. I like to golf a few times a week, and like, now that it's all sunny outside and I can't get out there, it's just like
I hear you.
adding on to the whatever, and I'm just like, it's almost like I'm bedridden, but like I can do a little bit of like moving from here or there, but like nothing as extravagant as I was like golfing, and like especially keeping up with the grandkids, like running around is like tough.
Yeah, no, I hear you. An injury like this, which you're dealing with, can be super debilitating, right? When you sounds like have been very physically active in the past, and now this is a barrier, right, to doing something that you love. So I'm right there with you. I hear where you're coming from. Makes sense. Is there anything we're looking forward to in the week? Anything to?
My grandkid's birthday is coming up.
That's super exciting.
So that's
perfect.
Nice and
nice.
exciting.
Well, on that note, that's super exciting. I think we'll cut to the chase. You know why you're here. If it's okay, are we able to direct the conversation to physical activity? And
for sure.
Perfect. Well, is there anything you want to do for yourself the next week or 2 weeks or so for your health?
I just kind of want to get back to where I was, sort of say. Like you said, I was pretty active, like running around with the grandkids and like playing golf, and like now it's super like tough, just staying in bed. So like maybe if I could even just get up for a longer period of time than just from here to the car or from here to the bed, or like that sort of thing. Like even getting here was a little bit of a challenge. So like, but I'm ready for a challenge.
It's super exciting. No, I like your enthusiasm towards this. I think, speaking just from what worked for clients in the past and just kind of trying to get a feel for what you're all about, I think it would be awesome if we could incorporate something that you're super passionate about, like your golfing, but I want you to really be your own leader on this. If that's going to be something too much to say, get out with the guys and sit in the cart, obviously, but if you can load bear, maybe that's something we could do. I think maybe if that adds too much stress and the twisting and all that stuff, and you're like, no way, this guy's crazy, then maybe we digress and we go to something like kitchen countertop blocks in our house, in our own safe environment, and we just make a little route around our house, and we just make sure we can get that movement in. If that's, again, too much, we maybe take it down to some leg swings, right? Just trying to move, trying to stay up on our feet, trying to get back to where we were. Any of those sound?
I would love the golfing idea, but I do feel like it's going to be a bit too much for me at this point, just for like the whole like twisting and all that sort of
I hear you.
Stuff, but maybe like a little, like I liked the idea of the walking around the house. Like I don't think I need to go as low as just leg swings, like just like walking around the house, and like even like going from like just planning my own routes, like you said, just tracking the railings, tracking the countertop, whatever it is I do, just puttering around, getting back to where I was.
Well, I just want to reiterate, like, you are the expert. You know your body the best, so if things I'm not telling you to do anything. Right? I'm just here to support you in your recovery journey. So if whatever that looks like for yourself, I'm game, right? For that. So don't feel like I'm trying to push anything on you. Okay?
No.
I just want what's best. I'm just excited. I feel your energy, and I want to get you back out there playing with your grandkids again. So we'll put in the work. So there's this thing called SMART goals. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they stand for, are you?
I'm not.
Okay. They stand for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely. Basically, all that word jumble means is you're going to set a goal. Is it something that you can actually achieve? So in our little talk, I hear we're kind of planning out this maybe movement walk around our home space. Let's try and get a little bit more details with that. Can you try and fill in some of those letters for me? Like, how are we gonna time this? Are we many days a week? Are we gonna set a timer? Are we gonna, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I like the timer idea, like maybe we do like 30 minutes or something like around there. Like, cause golfing is hours.
Yes.
So like 30 minutes doesn't seem too much. So like 30 minutes around the house like a little bit. And yeah, like I like that. The
Okay.
little timer, set that
Yeah.
up.
Do you feel safe to do this by yourself, or would you want somebody there with you, supporting you, just making sure you're not gonna fall again?
Maybe I can ask my my daughter. She lives close,
Nice.
and it's her grandkid's birthday coming up. So like,
Win-win.
yeah. But she works a little bit, so she only like comes and visits me like 3 times a week. So like that's still a decent amount, but we can't be doing every single day because.
And you just mentioned the R, realistic, right? Is this something we can actually do? And I'm totally on board with this. 3 days a week?
Yeah.
Sounds perfect. How long do you think you can handle this walk-around vacation thing?
Yeah, like well, we talked about it a little bit, like maybe like 30-ish minutes ish. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 30 minutes, 3 times a week. I'm liking it so far. We'll have our daughter there for support. And then I guess we'll measure this just by maybe the next meeting. We'll reassess how it's going and everything. How's our confidence level with this? Are we biting off more than we can chew, or is this something that's...
Maybe I'm at like a 6.
Yeah, on the scale of 1 to 10 being 10, you're super confident you're gonna nail this, and 0 being, oh, I don't think I can get this.
Yeah, 6. So
6-ish? Okay, so, hey, 6 is way better than a 0. You know, you're up the scale. I'd love if we could get in the range of 7 or 8, just because previous people we know through research and everything that, like, if you're confident with your goals, you'll see those outcomes. And that's about the 7 and 8 range. So, being a 6, is there anything I can do, anything you need that will help you get up to a 7 or an 8 confidence level?
Like maybe I'm just thinking like now that I'm like, yes, golfing is hours long, but that was before the injury that I was able to sustain that, and like it was just a little bit of a struggle even getting here. So maybe I did,
Of course.
pick too high of a number. Like maybe I do 20 minutes instead of 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful, right? That's, you know, self-reflection and being realistic about it all. I'm for the progression, right? Maybe we start at the 20 now, like you said, something that's we know we can do.
Yeah.
We'll get that little confidence boost of, hey, I've achieved it. And we can progress up to the 30 and knowing where we can get up to with hopefully golf as our long-term goal. That's super exciting.
Yeah.
So, okay, wanna rally that plan back to me so I know you're on board?
20-minute walks 3 times a week in my house, like kitchen area, just pacing around it. With my daughter present, she's gonna like supervise.
We also got a cane for support.
Yep.
Perfect.
And I think that about covers it. Like,
I think so.
yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Karn, with that, I think it's very exciting. I'm excited to see how you do with this plan. I wish you all the best with it. Please be, listen to your body.
Yeah.
If it's too much, quit and be like, hey, we went way too crazy. But other than that, wish your grandkid a happy birthday for me.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Take care.